lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs aim to notch their 7th win in a row right after this. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
Almora patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, we'll see if the Todd father, Todd Frazier, can keep it going. Looking at the stat sheet, I was just blown away. He has 10 RBIs in his last 10 games. He's the guy you can't let beat you if you're on the other team, and we'll see if he can keep it up in this one.
Digging in, Darrell Shields, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first, and Hamels has retired the first 2 in the inning. Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Jacob deGrom will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Jacob deGrom is just a solid pitcher. He's not overpowering in any sense with any of his 3 pitches. Good sinking fastball, 93 to 96, great slider, and a really good changeup. What makes him so good? He'll throw all 3 of his pitches at any time.
Hit to short. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. In previous duels with deGrom, he's 4 for 13. He also has 1 home run. He's set, and the pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. A fastball that just misses inside. deGrom, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
The 2-2. And this is fouled at the plate. And It's fouled away. Russell on at first. Nobody out. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Ready now, Jason Hayward. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. First offering on its way. Missed with a slider. Runner at first here, one man out. Line toward right center. And Hayward has a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Javier.
From the stretch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with two guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location. Right down the middle, but he got away with it.
Count is 1-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. A big strikeout, and he's 1 out away from working out of a jam. Next to bat will be Victor Caratini, and they're runners at the corners now. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Called strike, 0-2.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
The 0-2 home. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
The 1-2 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the. Digging in now, Michael Conforto. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. And here's a fastball from Hamels to begin the at-bat as he climbs ahead, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Into the box now, Jay Bruce, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And the changeup is way low that time. A ball and a strike. The 1-1. This is hit high and deep out to left. Schwarber ranging back. Gone! A solo shot there for Jay Bruce. Number 17 for him on the season. And the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason. So he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. There's a strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2. Here's Todd Frazier now. He brings a hit streak that currently sits at 6 games entering play. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Frazier, or the Todd Father as he's affectionately called. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Full count, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Hit sharply but fouled down the right side. Another full count pitch on its way. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at bat going. Another full count pitch home. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Grounded to first. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is over. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's 1-0 Mets. Leading off the inning, Kyle Schwarber, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Kyle Schwarber.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. 2-0 count. Here it comes. 3-0 now. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
This is where if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Oh, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Have to find a way to take a deep breath right here and regroup. I know the umpire missed one, but you can't allow the next couple of pitches to be dictated by one bad call. Find a way.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Schwarber aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And let's focus our attention on the top foul. Soft hands, big-time arm across the diamond, and former home run derby champion. And he's from Jersey. Go ahead.
Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out. Here's Chris Bryant now. In previous duels with DeGrom, he comes in hitting right at a 300 clip. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. First pitch on its way. Way in front of a great slider that time. 2 out here and a runner at second. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
The 1-2. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And foul, though it had the home run distance. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Striding into the box, Jacob deGrom. 9-1-2 due up. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Here it comes. 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Stepping in, Ahmed Rosario. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The next 0-2 is taken for ball 1.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here he comes again. 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Now at the plate, Darrell Shields. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The cutter runs outside. Ball 1. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this. Standing in, Addison Russell. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Now here it comes. And they start him out away with a cold strike. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Anthony Rizzo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hit hard up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll take a look at ball one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up, and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
3-2, full count. Javier Baez is on deck. Fouled off. Once again, a 3-2 on the ground to the right side, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in two places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch, and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now you've got a couple of guys on.
Strike one to start the at-bat. And a curveball that time that broke too low. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 an inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
And that's in there. Base hit. And the run will score from second as this ball game is tied 1 apiece.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-run RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Ball 1. With runners in scoring position this season, Schwarber is hitting exactly 200. Not really what you'd call a point of pride for him.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone, and with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
2 balls and a strike to count. Hayward over at second. Caratini on at first with 2 down. 3-1 to the Cubs left fielder.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
From the belt, the pitch. And he lays off for ball 1. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Line drive to left. Conforto is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the base. Here's Juan Lagares. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Juan Lagares goes quietly leading off the fourth. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away. Conforto doesn't usually enjoy left-handed pitching like this as much as he does at-bats against right-handers. I'm not sure if it's a comfort thing or if he just sees the ball better coming from the right side, but that's the book on him at this point in his career. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. A swing by Conforto, and this is driven to deep right. And that's off the scoreboard. What a blast. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. And that is 27 for him on the year. And the Mets move out to a 2-1 lead.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Here's Jay Bruce now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second.
That last AB when he hit the home run, that was a decent changeup. It was down in the zone, but one of the problems when you have a good changeup like this pitcher does, hitters go up there and they kind of look for that changeup. So he's going to have to locate it a little bit better in this upcoming at bat.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 1-2 pitch. Ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Striding in once again, Kevin Plawecki flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber is right there as he tucks this one away to retire the side. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-1 New York. So in now for Chicago, Cole Hamels set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball one. And this one's too far inside, ball two.
It's great to be able to face a pitcher to lead off the inning and get yourself a quick out. But now you find yourself down 2-0, and he's licking his chops for a fastball.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1 is strike 2 swinging. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him. Here's Chris Bryant now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. 1 strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And it's fouled away. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
And that is through into center field for a 1-out single. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away. Here's Addison Russell. No hits to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And he takes ball 1. One and 1 to count. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
The 2-1. Driven nicely into the gap. The relay, and he is in there with an RBI triple. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He's set. Here it comes. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Conforto sprinting after it. He's there, but he missed it. He's in at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
You don't think fielding is important? Instead of a routine out, you got a guy standing at second base after a 2-base error. We'll see if the pitcher can pick him up.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Three and 0 count. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. The the 3-1. Skied into straightaway right. Giving chase is Nimmo. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Here's Javier Baez. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a third time.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Victor Caratini would be next. The 3-1. Hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Todd Frazier, and they'll need him to get something going here. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike one.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Count remains at 0-2. Here's another 0-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Next up from New York, Brandon Nimmo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And that one just missed outside. That's by him for strike one. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Strike two called, and it's even at 2. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
That's back-to-back punch-outs, and he's really starting to rack them up now, guys. I've got 8 strikeouts in my scorebook for him now, so he's got good stuff.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-2. Runs a bit inside for a ball. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is. Next to bat will be Victor Caratini.
Leading off for the Cubs.
First offering on its way. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Soft liner towards center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. 1-1 to Schwarber.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. The 1-2 is a slider that can't catch the outside.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
He's set and the pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. Caratini, base runner at first with 1 out. And there's ball 1. He's running. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. Ready for another shot now. Paul Hamels. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch lifted down the line in left. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
In now, Chris Bryant. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
2-0 now.
With 2 outs and the base open, I don't think he's going to see anything to hit in this at bat. Not much reason for it.
2-0 count. The pitch is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Will be tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Drilled on the ground to short. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. Through 5 innings, it's now 4-2 Chicago. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Another 1-2 delivery. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. The 1-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen. And another foul ball.
sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by Russell. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. Now to the plate, Darrell Shields. He got called out on strikes his last time through. A ball and no strikes. We're in the sixth inning now of a 4-2 ball game. This one's down to third. Bryant is up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Striding in, Juan Lagares. He went down on strikes last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. Curveball, or maybe even the circle change there. 2-2 regardless. The 2-2 is laid off for ball number 3. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Jason Vargas enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 40.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Addison Russell. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. And the changeup is way low that time. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. 3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now. 3-2. The next 3-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Into the box now. Anthony Rizzo is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Two and 2. 4 runs, 8 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Settling in now, Jason Hayward. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Lays off 1-0. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Vargas into the windup. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. And that one stayed too low apparently. Line drive to center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Into the box, Jay Bruce. Lifetime numbers against Justin Wilson. He's gone 3 for 11. First delivery to him on the way. And he fouls this one off. Wilson, 30 years of age. He was a 5th-round pick during the 2008 draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. Here's the first pitch to him. Late that time for a strike.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heater.
High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Here it comes on 0-2. Popped him up. And Rizzo able to make the catch, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 4-2. Here's Javier Baez. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. Next to bat would be Victor Caratini. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. In there for strike 1. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
And here's a dive by the center fielder, but it's off his glove.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, don't take 3 from 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. The 2-0 on the way. Finds the zone, strike 1. Caratini, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. And he misses with it. 1-1. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Contreras is slugging north of 480, which puts him among some of the best power hitters in the game in that category. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Soft liner to the right side, but a great diving catch here will end the inning, and he might have saved a run in the process as well. That's as good a play as you're going to see a second baseman make, and he does it to end the inning. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. So a new pitcher coming on now, and we'll get a look at the hard-throwing right-hander Brandon Morrow. Here comes the first pitch. This is line to left. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Back goes Hayward at the track, into the basket, and it's gone. Solo shot to right center as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Yoenis Cespedes will move out into the on-deck circle now as he'll hit for the pitcher Vargas. Ball 1. Well, this one's been a bit of a head-scratcher despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all in the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Line hard to center field. Almora will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Mets draw a hair closer thanks to the solo home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the Mets 3. Anthony Swarzak is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Stepping in, Chris Bryant. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And that misses 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Here's Addison Russell head-to-head against Anthony Swarzak. He's 0 for 4. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a slider. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. One 1-0 pitch on the way. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count. (4-3) our score here as we play the 8th. Fastball is taken for a strike and he runs it full 3-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. First pitch of the at-bat. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2. Popped him up. Rosario has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Pedro Strop comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Now at the plate, Darrell Shields. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. In there at the letters, 1-2 now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. His career line against Pedro Strop, he's 1 for 4. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
The 3-1 pitch. Swinging a ball line softly down the line in right. Foul. Line to the right side, but foul. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Count remains full. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center as they've taken a 1-run lead. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
Hero, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it. And this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. There's ball 4.
Ball 4. Take your base.
In now, Kevin Plawecki, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the stretch. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball 1.
I know this is not his finest moment, but we're not going to panic right here. This guy has been doing this a long time. A veteran that won't let the emotion get to him.
That evens it up 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Russell is calling for it. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Here's Todd Frazier now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. The 1-0. Fouled off. The 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit slowly back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. But the Mets do strike for two, both coming on this two-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Cubs. It's now 5-4 New York. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jerry Blevins is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. Striding in to start the ninth, Jason Hayward, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Comes set, and the 0-1 misses for ball one. The 1-1 high and deep down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2 grounded to the right. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Digging in once again, Javier Baez. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
And hey, if the first baseman is playing straight up there, that's probably a double down the line. But in order to prevent that late in the game, they had him guarding the line, and it obviously worked out perfectly.
Stepping in now, Victor Caratini. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Here comes the 1-0. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Here's the 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, and he'll put this one away, and with that the ball game is over.
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind in the top of the ninth. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4 the final tally. The New York Mets get their 30th win on the road so far this season.